Hello everyone, and welcome to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. This new DLC has just come out, and this is going to be the first episode of this series, which will be replacing Binding of Isaac Rebirth. And instead of what I was doing with Binding of Isaac Rebirth, I'm going to go ahead and start a brand new game from scratch. Nothing is unlocked yet in this first file. I did not import anything from Rebirth, and those files were destroyed, which is fine, because I want to go through and unlock everything for my YouTube series. I have another file over here I've been playing on just to test the game out. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with the new content right away. So let's jump into things and launch an Isaac run in Greed mode. I don't expect that I'll actually win this first couple of sets of Greed mode, but you never know. I'm actually gonna... There we go. Maybe a little higher. Sorry about that. I should be adjusting sound on this on the recording, but... Okay, so Greed mode, if you've played Binding of Isaac before, is a lot like... This is a lot like an arena-style challenge. Things operate a little bit differently, but I'll show you as we go through. You don't have the same kind of map, and you have a free item, and a locked item, and a shop on every floor. There's also one of these rooms, which I don't think I want to try with Isaac. I do want that card, though. Let's see what that is. That's the sun. That's excellent. That's a super good one. And if I can get enough money on this run, I'm going to take... Well, I can't get enough money on this run. I am going to go ahead and take Jesus Juice as soon as I can get it. We have a lot of new enemy types, and a lot of really exciting things to unlock here. So you see that timer in the center. I can step on the button again to stop it at any time, but I will take a half heart of damage if I do that. Until then, it will just keep spawning enemies until it gets to the wave number. In the top left, you can see I have all my normal readouts, but I also, in addition to that, have a... Oh, well, that's really bad. Took a whole bunch of damage I didn't need to there. Ugh! I should have used the sun. Well, let's just start on over. That's not a terrible loss. The great thing about this is I've already hit 2 items out of my item pool. So if I'm trying to collect all the items in the game, which I am, this is a great way to do that. And that's a free bomb, and petrified poop gives me extra chances to get things out of poop that I break open. But as you can see, there's a counter under my keys there, and that tells you how many waves you've cleared. And as you keep clearing waves, or waves keep spawning, that number goes up. There are 10 waves before the exit opens. You can do an additional wave to get a automatic devil deal. And if you don't take the devil deals, you can start getting angel deals right off the bat, so that's pretty great. I have to say, I love the way they've revamped the game. It's added a whole bunch of new content. I've already put in probably 10 hours today on Binding of Isaac alone, just in my personal playthroughs. I've unlocked a lot of stuff already. I think today I've seen over 200 new items. Or, not new items, but 200 items in the account that I was using. So we're going to try and do the same thing with the account for... Oh, this is getting real bad. With this file here, we're going to try and just run through as many different things as I can. Please stay out. Ugh. Alright, well, this is not going great. I find with greed runs, though, generally there's a bunch of false starts before you get anywhere. I don't expect to be able to defeat greed right off the bat, but hopefully we can get a lot of items pushed out of the way, and we can see some of the new bosses for a pretty low fee, I would say. Greed runs are a lot faster, so no more of these 50-minute episodes with these. The nice thing about doing a greed run like this is you get to go through a lot of different items, a lot of different enemies. And you can see that the timer stops when you get up to the 8th section. The next section that I will start will be a boss. So we have 2 bosses that we have to fight to clear the floor, every floor. But we have multiple item rooms for it. So you have a lot higher, not a higher chance, you have a much higher rate of item recovery in this. You will get a lot of power-ups. I'm gonna go ahead and get a power-up probably. Don't really want either of those, but I guess I'm gonna buy a key. And take this half a heart. And open this up. Sure. Robo Baby, not the worst, not what I wanted to see, but just gonna go ahead and take that. Challenge up is not the worst. Higher chance for champions, but the champions... I find champions a little more predictable. They deal more damage, but if you can avoid the damage, that's better. Also, I need to touch all the trinkets in the game, so at least once. I don't think this boss is too difficult. I'd like to see some damage up though, because I am starting with just Isaac, who's all we have in this profile right now. Oh, 3 Gurglings, okay. Starting with just Isaac, it's not too much of a downside for the greed runs, because you'll see so many items, but things can be a little more difficult. Oh, they fixed that bug. Things can be a little more difficult because you start with such a low tier damage. We're gonna take a ton of damage here, but if we can get a devil deal, we can go much further with this run. There's a lot of good items that you need to make Isaac sustainable. Damage ups are the first ones, but then you also need things for mobility. Flight would be great. Any kind of flight. Flight costs... I don't think there's anything that gives you flight for 1 heart in the Devil Deal rooms. If you're new to the Binding of Isaac, if this is your first time seeing any of its content, welcome to the game. This is not a typical mode, so I will go through, and this series will definitely have some normal playthroughs, but I just wanted to start with the most showy of the new things that they've added to the game. I'm probably gonna have to buy an item. PhD doesn't hurt. Are You a Wizard is a terrible pill, though. I don't even want to take it. Yeah, we gotta try and get that devil deal. Oh, double pin, not too bad. I can definitely take on double pin. Not a problem. I think Pin is probably one of the easiest bosses in the game. He was before, he still is. He does have a bit of a lag to him, which is not terrible. But as far as fighting one of these enemies go, I'd love to get Pin for Devil Deal fights, because you can get some incredibly hard enemies right off the bat. But that's kind of why this is a greed mode. Because you're the one who controls what you're fighting and how often you fight it and what you want to do with that. Yes. Damage and tears up. That's exactly what we want to see for Isaac. And because it's the pack, we got 2 soul hearts, so it's not even really like we lost health. I really don't know. Well, I can't buy anything else, so let's just hop on down to the next floor. I do not like that they have enemies in here sometimes, because I forget it's an exit and I think there's not going to be anything and I run right into them. Alright, I did not pick up another key on the other floor because I wasn't thinking, but we'll get all stats up for the magic mushroom. It does unfortunately make us larger, but the damage increase from it is substantial, so that's great. And more red hearts means more chances to do a better devil deal. Assuming we don't get overwhelmed, which we shouldn't anymore now that we have such good damage. We have great tier rate, so our DPS is much, much higher. Let's see. Oh, bombs. Oh, spiders. This has not been too bad so far. I am for this. Let's go ahead and see what we have in here. I will take the jar of flies. This is a brand new item, and it's probably one of my favorites. That's free. So I'll just take it in case I need to get that heart later. Didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. I didn't want the other item that was there. It will keep me from getting that. Let's go ahead and do this and see if I can get another coin. Nope, they did not have any coins in them. I'm gonna try this room. Oh, these are all going to be at least neutral. Lemon Party. Power Pill. That's weird, I've never seen that before. Let's take a Lemon Party in here. And let's just do this fight. We'll get the coins from it. And then we will go ahead and buy a key so we can open up our second item room. I think I'm going to do devil deals on pretty much every floor if I can. The Haunt is not my favorite to fight. I'm not good at fighting him, really. I don't know anyone who likes fighting the Haunt, though, so... I might die on the Haunt, that would be terrible. I might die on this guy, too. I don't know why I blew him up so quickly, but... I did. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth there. And I'm going to buy 2 hearts, so I can take a devil deal if I want one. That's weird. We put bombs in your bombs. I heard you like bombs, so we put bombs in your bombs, so you can bomb while you bomb. Yo, dog. I haven't used the jar of flies yet, but what it does is as I get kills... Oh, this is great for it. It charges up with flies. So the more kills I get, the more flies I get, up to 20. And then it will launch blue flies out. 20 blue flies is a lot. So as soon as I get this charged up, I'm going to use it and start charging it again. And the great thing about these kinds of bosses is they drop enemies for me to fight, so I get to charge that up pretty quickly. Black hearts, loving it. And that's fine to get those, because I got some more fly charge. See if there's anything in here. If I can get another key, I will. Looks like I'm going to be 1 short. I do have some bombs with me, though, so we can... No, I don't really see anything else we can get, so we're just going to go on to the next floor. Let's charge this up. Maybe we'll find some money in one of these fires. You never know, stranger things have happened. Unfortunately not. We probably will have a couple fires or some other items to blow up. Potentially get a little bit of cash. I'm going to go ahead and take the safety pin here. So it gives us an extra black heart, increases our range, so that's great. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I need to go ahead and switch the bindings on those keys. Two of clubs is great. Just gonna use it right away. I'm gonna blow these guys up. Oh, and they added these things in. These buttons are like random buttons. They do a whole bunch of stuff. I've seen some good and some bad, but it's been pretty positive overall, I think. That's a great item right there. Our fire rate goes way up. So we have a pretty good build right now. Let's actually look at the stats here. Our shot speed and our luck are low, but other than that, everything is above 3 ticks on there. I don't really have a direct... You know, I'm not one of the super players who knows all of the different stats for all of the different items exactly, but I can say for sure that the stat bars going up with what we're building is pretty fast. I usually don't see a run where I get that much of an advantage this quickly. Unfortunately, the jar of flies, it looks like, doesn't charge off of fly kills, which is a little sad, but we can kill these guys from a distance and get that charge up pretty fast. I didn't even realize that guy was on the bottom there. I need to try and not take any more damage until we get to the boss level. I'm fast enough I can dodge most shots at this point, but I can also run back into them. Earlier today I dodged a shot and then backed up into it as it went past me. So you gotta be a little careful. Let's see. Already back up to 16 flies. I think we can just run straight to the boss of this. I'm just gonna go ahead and use that early because I want to get through the boss as quickly as possible. I could milk these to get the fly. You know what? I am gonna do that a little bit. Let's see it spit out another one. Yeah, that's probably good. For war, yeah, definitely fine for war. He's a little irritating to fight just because he doesn't stand still. Let's just pump him full of flies. I really don't like enemies that spend a lot of time where I can't hit them. Can make some things a little bit irritating, but overall I'd say any of the horsemen are pretty easy. Another neat thing about playing greed mode is you will see enemies that are locked in the other modes. So the horsemen are locked right now for me in normal runs. I'd have to beat bomb to get them. But right now we have them available to us right off the bat. Let's see if we want to buy any upgrades in the shop. I think this is either Speedball or Synthoils. I'm not sure. They're both good, but one is definitely much better than the other. Okay, that's the one I was hoping it was. If we can milk a little bit more money out of these guys, maybe. No? Unfortunate. Maybe you? You just had spiders, which I'm not opposed to at this point because it increases the amount of things in our jar. I would like that health up before we go on, just so I can take more devil deals. So we're going to go ahead and take the devil deal button right here. You won't get any coins out of this, which is unfortunate. And you know, greed mode, while it does expose you to items much faster, in greed mode you don't get as many unlocks. If we can beat greed, we'll unlock some stuff. If I can take 2 more devil deals, I can still unlock characters in the same fashion, but I would say it's a little more difficult to get the original unlocks from the game through greed mode. I'm really liking the damage we got here. We're crushing these guys. So, yep, there we go. We got Lazarus. That's great. And that's it, I think. We're just gonna move on. We're gonna go to the womb. I'm not just saying room incorrectly. It's womb. I can get a key. I'm looking for tinted rocks right now. Let's go ahead and take this right off the bat. Let's see what kind of items we have in here. Mom's key is good. Here's a trick for people if you don't know. You can slide right through there. Oh, well, I missed it the second time, but I got in for free. Don't think it's worth pushing that out with a bomb, but I'm going to try it later. Everything in the shops here respawns, which is great. I don't know what this is, actually. Nightlight. Huh. Well, that's kind of an interesting effect. Maybe it slows tears or something? I haven't seen the item before. Well, that was unfortunate. We already took a little bit more damage. Oh yeah, it seems to have a slowing effect when I aim it at people. But it aims based on where I'm walking, not on where I am pointing. Well, I guess that actually is pretty useful if you can get it aimed right. Especially because slow tears are so much easier to dodge. Let's pop the fly jar. I don't see... I'm trying to focus. There's so much going on in here. I'm new to commentary, but commentary while playing this game is particularly trying for me. Didn't know you could walk through their necks. You learn something new every day. This game, I think, has one of the highest, like, difficulty limits out of any game that I've seen. I don't really want BFF. I'm just gonna save my money. Let's blow these guys up, though. Already got my flies charged all the way up again. Oh, but what I was saying, so this game, doing commentary while trying to dodge is brutal sometimes. And I will do a lot of stupid things even when I'm not talking to no one in particular. My audience, you guys. But just the amount of stuff that you do wrong while having to do other things is very high. Well, that was actually a really easy dingo fight. Oh, why is the bloat here? Let's go ahead and pop that for the bloat. Should take a lot of damage right here. Good. The fly jar saved us on that one. Let's just fight our next one. Nope. Double Skolex. It's actually not too bad. They're a little harder to hit, in my opinion, but if we can freeze them properly... Love one of them to stick their tail up. I moved into that one. We gotta try and not take any more damage here, really. So just like fighting Pin, Skolex has the exact same movements and does a very similar attack pattern, but you can only damage him from that very last segment, where Pin you can damage every segment. I do think, though, since I have a double, that they don't deal quite as much, not damage, they don't have quite as much hit points. Really missed an opportunity to put a lot of damage in there. Ugh, I'm just getting eaten up. There's one down, so things should get easier. Aim where he's gonna be. And we got it. Oh, and there's a guy in here. And I need to not die. Let's make sure he dies first. These little demons are incredibly difficult. And you don't see them usually because they're hiding behind the Satan pedestal. I do like a chance at getting Guppy, but I don't think I'm actually going to be able to take it. I'm okay with the fly jar. It's a little better than Guppy's head, just because you can release so many flies at once. And the mark gave us 1 spirit heart, which is fine. Take another heart here. I'll preemptively buy a key for the next floor. Let's check this room out. Oh, that's real bad. I don't have to fight these guys. I'm just gonna leave. Great thing about that button. Even if it's a bad thing, you can just jump right out of there. So we're gonna go down. Hopefully no enemies in here. No enemies. Let's look for some tinted rocks because I have the bombs. I don't see any. Tinted rocks, for those who don't know, will have a little X in the corner indicating that they're a special rock. If you blow them up, you can find the soul hearts, which are non-permanent life containers for the game. I hope that my playthrough of this will be a little informative. Charm of the Vampire, sometimes when I kill things I will get red health back. Jesus Juice gives us damage and range up, so now we have very high tier damage at a high tier rate. I'm gonna blow these up. Hopefully I can position this bomb right to get all 4 of those. Could. Found a spirit heart inside of that blue flame. And we'll blow these 2 up if I can reach them. Alright, we have the chariot, so that's another invincibility effect. Break all the poop. I always break all the poop. Find lots of great stuff in it. We'll blow these guys up just in case they have money. Oh, little bombs, you can hardly see them. Not going to play the gambling machine. I don't want any of those items. Let's just go ahead and start this. I accidentally turned it off. I think that's a glitch. I don't think you're supposed to be able to do that super quickly. Nope, 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 nope. Hate these red ghosts. Okay, so since I took some damage there, oh, there's nothing I can do about it. Let's actually blow this up, see if we can get a spirit heart out of it. We got a key, which is not bad. Go ahead and do this again. I don't know what the demon faces on those mean. Only seen them once, and by the time I saw them, I was already super overpowered. Oh. Gonna have a rough time on this one, I think. So let's get some flies going in. Ugh. Everything here looks horrible. Take some of that. No, no. And more knights. Not a fan of them. I can already tell you. These guys I don't mind. They're spitting out spiders, which I no longer have problems with. Usually I'm terrible at dodging spiders, but if things are gonna spit them out, it charges the flies faster. Same with these guys. Love that they're spitting stuff out. Normally, I hate when things spit stuff out, but if I can charge up that jar of flies, and there's a vampire effect working for me right there. And I picked up over 55 cents in one run, so I unlocked Kane for our main playthrough. Let's go ahead and pop this. Flies took him out right away. Flies usually do, I think, 3 times your damage. So we have to destroy the heart first. And then we need to get behind this guy, which can be a little difficult. Good thing we can shoot him on the side a little easier. Did not want to take that damage there. Let's get 2 flies. Just to see if we can get in there and finish this up. We could not. I want to save the chariot for our devil deal chance, because I think we're going to get something horrendous to fight after this. The chariot makes things a lot easier, basically. I'm going to have to go pick up a heart before I... maybe heart and a half before I go on to the devil deal. Good thing we have Robot Baby doing a little bit of damage there, just helping out. Alright, so let's go pick up our free health we have sitting over here, just waiting for us. Just needed 1, which is not bad. Okay, I am going to use the chariot for these because they run right into me. Oh, that was unfortunate. He's here somewhere. There he is. This guy has a bullet hell sequence that is very difficult, but the flashlight is helping, or nightlight, I'm sorry, is helping a ton on that. Let's go ahead and take that pentagram. Third devil deal taken gives us Azazel unlocked. We can use Azazel in here to unlock another character. Now, am I flying? I got one of the transformations, and I don't know which one it is. I've never seen this one before. Hang on. So I took the pentagram, the vampire, the mark. I think the mark, the pentagram, and the pact are doing this for me. So 3 devil deals. Some weird tentacle body. I don't know what other benefits this has. I do have 2 evil hearts now. 2, which is great. Well, since I have flying, I'm at least going to check this out. We'll do that. An extra coin, not great. I'm out of bombs, so we'll take a little bit of evil heart or cursed heart damage there. And we'll drop on down to the next floor. Right, pretty straightforward. Okay, we're in the shop, so we don't have an item room. We don't have a coin item room. We do have a shop, though. And I haven't spent any of my items. First thing I'm going to take right here, giant spiders and flies. It's amazing for this item. And I'll buy key and check this chest. And the last ones, they're usually full of money. So we didn't lose too much. We got a key out of it, so we'll get that. Ooh, this is really good, but still liking the jar flies. Gotta run with what I have. I could take lard, and I would get 2 hearts, I think, but it would slow down my movement speed dramatically. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no to that, and just take instead. Well, that's 1. Let's just do 3 soul hearts, and we'll see what I get. Putting these fires out right away, I know they can kill some enemies, but they end up killing me more often than not. I am not a careful player. So right now, we're just gonna jump in here, get down here and destroy these hearts to get rid of those masks. Smaller versions of the bosses we saw before. And this is Wrath, I believe? One of the 7 deadly sins. I do have flying, which is great. I love that I got a transformation form so easily. I wish they would tell us what that is, though. I wish they made more pomp and circumstance out of the transformations that you get. You pick up 3 mushroom items, you get the mushroom transformation. Not a clue what it does for you. It does make it impossible for you to tell what you are in some cases, though. You can't really see if you're charged, if you're charge shot. It's very brutal. I need to pop this because I realize I'm not clearing this very quickly. Good old vampire going to work for me. Something evil this way comes. That's greed. Not mega greed or super greed. It's greed. There's the spikes. Oh, and those are greeds as well. Gotta pop those flies out. Got to. Okay, I hate that those stick around, but they'll clear if I leave the room. So I'm gonna go buy some more soul hearts. Because I can, and I need them. I think the bosses will be easier than the enemies on the floor, actually. I would like to take more money into our next... I have to check this out, too. The Lovers. Not a bad card. Not a great card, though. Really like at least one of them to be dead already. Yep, there we go. 4 is a little much, but I think our damage is good enough that we can take care of it. I am losing a full heart, it looks like. Didn't realize that happened here, but Oh no, maybe it's just halves. Okay, and we had a little extra time to spare. Okay, let's get those guys. Oh, what is that? Oh, they look like skeletal pin. That's terrifying. Oh, and then they shed their skin. They become horrible and very fast. Ugh. I didn't know they had laser eyes. Nope, nope, nope. No, no. Just no. I am not going to get much money all the way to greed, but I have to keep buying these hearts or I will die. I would love to get like Thunder Thighs and the Lucky Rock, but I don't have that unlocked yet. And I need the Devil Deal, I think. And I can pump flies from these, which are not hard to do. I'd like to save... no, I can't. Well, maybe I can. Oh, oh, ooh, ooh, that's bad. That's... Whew, okay, well, Devil Deal. As far as survivability goes, I think Gimpy is the right choice. But I do need to be able to pump out some damage, so... Lump of coal might help there. Gimpy's the way to go. So what the Gimp Mask does is when you get hit by an enemy, you have a chance to drop soul hearts. Which is super great. I'm not even going to get the basic upgrade at Greed, because I am not strong enough. Don't have enough bombs. It's unfortunate, but we'll put at least 3 coins into Greed slot machine if we get down there, which you'll see more in a minute. I'm not 100% sure what it does. It's made some unlocks for me, but not a ton. Oh, and then we have to fight... Is it always Monstro? I think it's always Monstro. I think he drops hearts. Like that's his only function here. Yeah, that's all he does. It's kind of weird, but you know, I understand it. So Ultra Greed, this is the new boss they added to the game. He does a ton of damage, and he is very difficult to deal with. Let's see what he drops. Keys, you need to destroy these before he opens them, which he's gonna open at least one. No, he didn't. Excellent. Keeping him from doing that is great. Keys again. I don't think I get charges off of... Oh, I am getting charges off those. So having him use keys is probably not bad, because I can get flies. Well, he's gonna get some more guys out of there. Let's pump these flies into him. Go ahead and destroy those guys. Use the flies again. We might actually beat him, which surprises me because I've had stronger builds and been wrecked faster, but I think we're gonna do okay. I can't see what his eyes are. Oh, they're bombs. The good thing is he doesn't push him around too much, so that's not gonna be a problem for us. He does have a healing mode where he can run heals for himself. Not a big fan of that. And his minions seem to drop quite a few hearts. Believe it or not, this is not the strongest... It's not the strongest boss in the game. There's apparently one other that I have to figure out how to unlock. It's like the Hush or the... I'm not 100% sure what it is. I've had a lot of stuff spoiled for me, as as you probably all have as well. If you're watching these, I'm sure you watch other people play Binding of Isaac as well. He's getting a lot of health pickups here. Let's send some more flies his way. Next time he has keys as a thing, I'm going to let him open all the doors, I think. Maybe not all the doors. 3 more flies. That might actually do it. Alright. Well, that was Ultra Greed. That's a success. This has been the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, the DLC content for Rebirth, which is the remake of the original Binding of Isaac. If you're interested in the game, I recommend you pick it up on Steam. You can get it bundled together, I think for about 20 bucks. This is the newest mode and the newest things that I've seen in the game so far, and I can't drop any money in here. I could show you at least one of the upgrades. Makes me really sad. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and if you do like what you're seeing, remember to leave a like or subscribe to my channel. It helps me more than you know. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.
What?